Welcome into another episode of the Port Elizabeth Career Mode, part of our SW District series. Really looking forward to seeing how we go today in the two 2020s that we're going to have here. So obviously you guys want to see how previous results gone, but today East London and Johannesburg. We'll go over the fixtures and results, shall we, of the last four games, where it's been quite a roller coaster of a ride. We first played Port Elizabeth. We forced batted first in this game against Bloemfontein, 172 for 8. 50 off 24 for Thompson was the feature of this innings. Britsky and Riley Rossoro got up top. 5 of 25 for Ryan de Swart. Turned the game on its head. We were looking reasonably stable at one point, and then it sort of all capitulated, and they chased it quite easily. They've got a good batting order, this team. As Rolofson, 98 off 64 deliveries, 10 fours, 3 sixes was brilliant. One for Thompson, one for 29 for Duplessis, who's bowled in quite well on this campaign. It's really developments coming along. We played Pyle, won by 11 runs here. Got De Bruin and Mulder back. They've added quite a bit. The team 8 fours, 5 sixes for De Bruin. Deploy 35 of 25, continuing his good form in the season. 2 for 28 for Pretorius, pick of the bowlers. 2 for 22 for Shamsi as well. It was good up front. And we managed to restrict him 163 for 9 with Swanepoel 4 for 32. Matthews 3 for 33, who's been also really good. And 2 for 34 for Duplessis. So a good result there. And then we beat East London by 7 wickets. Got them restricted to 141 for 8 with Brand 54 off 45. Sort of playing the lone hand. Had a wee bit of help from Parnell, Malassi and Dupavilion. And the spinners were really good. 3 for 22 for Matthews, 2 for 27 for Duplessis. These guys are a fantastic tandem at the moment. 2 for 23 for Mulder, none for 24 for Swanepoel at top. Only Darla was a wee bit expensive, and the run chase was pretty composed. We did pretty well at the top. Good partnership. Another good partnership for the second wicket, and a decent one to end it, really. De Bruin, 52 not out. Nigo Epe, 25 of 20. He's had a couple of nice wee cameos. He's a bit of an interesting customer with 84 games, 100 average 16. Usually that doesn't warrant a place in one of these sort of squads. He probably will disappear out of our squad at some point. But if he continues putting decent wee performances in, we may keep him. And then we played Bloemfontein again, and they've been really good in the comp. We got through to 166 for 6, 70 off 50 for Deploy. And De Swart 3 for 30, 2 for 33 for Pretorius. And again, a comfortable run chase for them. 168 for 2 with Milan and Rolofson. Those two are incredibly good together. And convincingly beating us by wickets. So where does that put us on the table? So we are not worried about that at the moment. Not worried about that either. It's very close in the competition. So 3, 4, and 5 are pretty close to each other. Each team plays 14 matches, so there's a lot of cricket to go down. And we've got to perform well. We've got to get at least a win today to keep in touch. We've got a chance against East London today to rectify that. So the team is going to be a wee bit different. We're going to give the opportunity to Abrahams. I think getting the youth in is going to be the key just to build our future up. He's relatively young, 25 years of age. Sort of the future of the club, really. Duplessis, Matthews, Swanepoel as well. Like Mulder, he's been around the scene a while, but he's relatively young as well. So this is the opportunity to really build up the team. But yeah, strong batting order. Let's get stuck into it and see how we go. Good team they've got there too. Markram, they've got Parnell. Dupavilion's quite decent. Sturman's quite decent, so they are a good side. We're going to bowl first against them because we did do well against them last time doing this. Like being quite defensive in that first 6 to try and restrict them in the first 6. 2 overs done for 19, 2 overs done for 12. Mulder into the attack. We will just change our length a wee bit. 1 over for 9. So they're looking at around about 50 in the first lot before I introduce my spinners. Okay, 48 without loss after 6. So they'll be happy. Zadran, 28 of 21, and Markram, 20 of 15. So Duplessis will be into the team. Again, today, his development's been good. Like, we'll go over his statistics. 8 games, 10 wickets, an average 18.5. 344 is best. Decent economy rate as well. And this is brilliant for SW Districts as well, because he's getting that valuable experience at another tier up, which is great. Matthews has been quite good as well, taking regular wickets. These two have sort of just got to keep going, really, with their really good play. 2 overs, 1 for 14. None for 14 for Duplessis. 2 overs, none for 21 for Matthews. Been a little bit expensive today. We'll roll in Mulder. We'll just try and get it back of a length. Make sure we've got the field well and truly correct. We want to make them hit square with these sort of tactics. Matthews another over. Mulder another over as well. It's been good batting so far. Bring Abrahams back. 108 without loss after 13. Both men reaching 50. And both very much looking the part here. Zadarin is 20 years old. He plays for Tasmania, East London, and Afghanistan. Afghanistan have got a real good quality player on the books by the looks of that. And we need to dismiss him pretty quickly. Just trying different sort of tactics here. Mulder, none for 26. 3 overs, none for 20 for Abrahams. He's bowled quite well. Swanepoel back into the attack. Swanepoel has had some good moments in this competition as a batsman and a bowler. He's going to pick up the wicket of Markram. Finally, the partnership breaks at 118. Zadarin is gone for 66 or 51. Just going to have to bowl a spinner here. We're going to see how things pan out here for Duplessis. He hasn't bowled too badly. 3 overs, none for 22. Mulder into the attack. I'm going to give Duplessis the last over. Going to see how well he bowls under extreme pressure. Usually give the paceman those sort of overs. 171 for 12 to 20 overs. That was a good performance from the East London side. As now we're chasing quite a decent score. Swanepoel, the only wicket taker in the innings. The spin was not as effective today. And yeah, like the development continues for both Matthews and Duplessis. But as you can see, these guys have reasonably got economy rates. Reasonable opportunity to get them that experience that they need. So we've got a good enough batting order to maybe give this a bit of a nudge. We have to probably win these sort of games if we are to make the top 3. We want to set a good standard here at this club. We want to be a championship winning contending side. And it's got to go about the business here. So Rousseau's out for 5. De Bruyne. It's a good shot. Two for 1. This is an interesting chase. Bretsky is gone. He's gone for 20 off 14. Probably your 2 best informed batters in now that are going to have to do a lot of the work. Just got to give ourselves a chance. 51 for 2 after 6. Run rate 8.6 and over. Well, that's a key wicket. Yidfield, De Bruyne. It's departed, and now the batting order is very frail. Boy gone. He's gone for 3, so they're going to get revenge on us here by the looks of it, East London. Just beats the diving fielder, and Thompson gets that away for 4. It's a very experienced cricketer, Grant Thompson. Good shot. Smokes it for 6. Thompson gets that away. 80 for 4. After 10, so 91 off the last 10. 6 wickets in hand. Not an easy task, especially with a batting order that we have currently. No go Epi. It's a big 6. It's a bit of a miscue, and he's found the gap again. That's another 4. 18 of 13, 29, 28 of 21. So run the game. 7 overs to get 70 runs. It's how much risk we are willing to take. You don't want to get thrashed in this competition either, because net run rate could play a factor with how close it is. The all-time record partnership. 61 at 10.1. It's a good shot from Thompson. And he's played another beautiful shot there. 10 off the over, that's what we required. Just need a few bonus runs here and there. 11 off the over in the end. 1-2-2 for 4. Good partnership. It was much needed too, to give us some hope at winning this game. Some other batsmen stepping up as well. It's a good shot. Goes for 4, and that is 9 off 3 so far. Very good. And Ingo Epi set away for 4. And it's a decent over again. The run rate's under 10s. 54 34. Good innings from Thompson. 9 fours, 1 6. 28 of 22 for Nogo Epi. He's batting well at this position. Doing a decent job. Thompson manipulates the gap. That's just going to roll for 4. 27 off 18. 22 off 12. They need a decent over here, Port Elizabeth. And he just beats the diving fielder. A bit of a miscue, but we'll take it. 18 to win. Oh, he's got a lucky edge for 4. And then chances all this over. And another miscue finds the boundary again. So the over Port Elizabeth needed. Oh, that's a beautiful shot from Thompson. This has been a devastating over. Oh, has he smoked that enough? He beats the diving fielder again. So 5 chances in the over. Action aplenty. And the game will go to Port Elizabeth. The damage was done in that second to last over. All-time record partnership. 2 great from these two. Grant Thompson with his highest score in the format. And Nogo Epi will keep improving that average, which is great. And that's a very good, valuable win in the scheme of this tournament. So we've gone back into 3rd for now. You think Bloemfontein, Cape Town may close the gap. If not, Bloemfontein will go ahead of us. Johannesburg Centurion look like the teams to beat. Johannesburg is unbeaten at the moment, and that's who we're playing. So this is going to be a good test. Junior Dala is out for a few games. So, right, we'll keep our team. We'll keep faith. So we bring back the veteran and run to here. And I think we've got to stick with this plan, because and run to here will probably retire at the end of the season. But yeah, we'll stick with the same team. Johannesburg unbeaten. They've got some good players. Ryan Rickleton, who of course plays for SW Districts. Ryan and Rassi van der Dussen, Bavuma, Hendricks, Rabada, Kutzer, Williams. They've got a great team. That is going to be so hard to beat. We're going to be batting first. Got to get something on the board here. And Bretsky's fallen to Rabada. Lazard Williams, I think that is as well. So they've got 2 international opening bowlers. Just got to step up to the plate at the end of the day. And it's just the 2 early wickets that put us under pressure. .37 for 2. We need at least 180 probably to compete with Johannesburg. Starting to get to the middle stages of this competition. Smoke that for 4. 52 for 2. Deploy gets that away. Definitely trying to keep Louis deploy here. Just class that he brings. And he plays for Hungary too, so he's not going to be going on international duty. It's a good international pickup. So gone for 16 off 12. It's a wee bit disappointing. He got himself in. He played pretty well up to that point. Agrippy looking to back up his performance from last game. Lovely drive. He gets that away for 4. Gets it away for 4 again. So we want to improve that very low average of 16. He's a much better cricketer by the looks than that. He swept that beautifully. That is 6. This is a good over. Varma under pressure. For 3. Elizabeth will be just wanting someone to kick on here, get that big score to give themselves something to bowl to. It's a big 6, big over for the Port Elizabeth side. It's 48-26 for deployed, 19 of 10 for La Saiba Nagoipi. He's hitting the ball quite well at the moment. He's hit that for 4, it brings up the 100. So yeah, has been very much challenged here. That's a 6. Deploy bringing up 50. 55 of 28. 4 4s, 4 6s. It's a good shot again. That is. Found the rope. As many players as contributing as possible to these sort of performances. Jones, what's his career like? Evan Jones. Solid 19 per wicket. Which is incredibly good. Anything under 20s sort of quite good. Lovely sweep shot. And hit that well enough to go all the way for 6. New all-time record partnership. 132 for 3 out of 13. This is going at 10s at the moment. 200 potentially on the cards. But they'd have to sustain this for a little bit longer. Spinner's threatening to peg it back. And Nagoepi, he will go for 38 of 28, so he's contributed again. The run rate's been halted a little bit, but a decent boundary gives us 7 at least off the over. Good job. Sorry if you heard that in the recording. It's all good. 81 off 39, new highest score for a Port Elizabeth player. 4 overs remaining. Can deploy bring up 100? Works that pretty well, pretty fine. Thompson gone for 9. Just got to keep the momentum going if we can. Holder gone for a 0. Swanepoel in now. Swanepoel finds the rope immediately. 173 for 8. 177 for 6. Sorry, what am I saying? Deploy. He'll keep the strike. As he's looking for boundaries. And he's gone for 90. Johannesburg will be happy with how they fought back here. This is a decent last couple of overs that have kept them well in the game. 182 for 9 off 20 overs. 90 off 49 for deploy. The key man and the support of Nagoepi. No one else could get going on that card though after that. As the run rate just stagnated, and 183 is sort of a score that is gettable on this ground. So we're just going to bowl a bit differently to these batsmen. And they're taking on the arm of the fielder, and that is Snyman. Run out. And Rickleton is departing too, so 4 for 2. And the win streak is on the line here. And Vander Dussen tries to smoke that, and he's caught too. 4 for 3. And this is fantastic bowling from Port Elizabeth. The catch. Jones gone for 1. 27 for 4 after 6. 156 at 11.1. This is going to be hard work for Johannesburg to get back into this. So this is a good performance with the ball. Great up front. Great tactics that we had to go back of a length. Now we're just going to rely on some spin to ramp up that run rate. They've still got some good quality cricketers though. Bavuma and Hendricks not to be underestimated. They'll just try and work their side back into this game. And Du Plessis will get the wicket of Bavuma. He's gone for 14 off 16. This young talent, local from SW Districts, picked up the wicket of Hendricks as well. He's got the 2 key men. .67 for 6 after 12. 116 at 14.5. We're just going to bowl the 2 main ones out. 2 for 36 for Du Plessis. Surely they're not chasing anywhere near this total. Rabada getting a bit of respect onto this total. For 14. Not giving up without a fight here. Old So got up front. Just got to try and contain Rabada, really. Finally got the wicket of Kagiso Rabada. That was a good innings from Rabada. 46 of 30. 4 fours, 3 sixes. Daniel Minart getting some game time as well. It's good to see. He's had 9 games too. That's good for his development. I just recognise his name there. It's good to see him getting a score. Probably don't want him to get out actually, since we are going to win this game. So good bowling performance up front, and we've managed to bowl them out on the final delivery. Win by 36 runs for Port Elizabeth. And a convincing display from Louis Deploy will get man of the match, but the bowling was good up front. 2 for 14 for Swanepoel, 1 for 13 for Abrahams. They set the tone. The spin come in. They did a reasonable job. Du Plessis getting 2 for 36. And then it was Mulder 1 for 23 and 3 for 30 for Thompson. So that brings a wrap to the episode, guys. Pretty much the next 2 games will be the last 2 games of the regular season campaign, so join us for those. Smash the like button, share with a friend, and we'll see you next time.